This week, we build a French cleat Lego display wall for our studio.
Then we get to meet Mark the builder, but first, it's time for a maker break. Hey guys, welcome back to Maker Break, where we share our favorite maker videos of the week and challenge ourselves to build a project of our own. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Rob, and this week we built a display wall for our Lego kits that can adapt as we buy more. Here's how it went. So this is a big blank wall in our studio right behind my workstation. I've had plans for a long time to display our Lego collection on it. I figured this was a good week to do that. I played around and sketched up with a few ideas, but it was my wife who had the best one. She suggested I build a wall of French cleats so I could not only display all of our kits, but I could easily rearrange them or add new ones whenever I wanted to. The first step was to make the cleats. I grabbed a couple 1x4s, adjusted the table saw to 45 degrees, and ripped them all in half. Easy enough. I knew I wanted both the rails and the shelves to be all white so the kits could really kind of stand out from the wall, so I painted them white. While they dried, I moved on to the shelves. Each one was going to be custom sized to the kit it would support. So I started with the Millennium Falcon, which fit nicely on a 10-inch wide piece. After cutting it, I cut a back piece that was 11¼ inches tall, as that would nicely overlap the rail below it for support. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I screwed the two pieces together with 3 pocket hole screws, but I wanted a corner brace for better support. Now I got this idea to make the corner braces look like a couple Lego pieces, and to do that, I grabbed an extra dowel rod and tried cutting off studs with like 3 different tools, and none of them worked. The smoothest cut I could get was from the miter saw, but each one I cut was randomly shot across the shop. I'm sure I'm going to be finding them all over the shop for like the next month. Which, if any of you guys have a better idea for cutting a dowel rod into Lego studs, let me know in the comments. And no, I don't have a bandsaw or a scroll saw. That probably would have helped. Anyways, the studs fit perfectly on a 1x2 I had laying around, so I used a jigsaw to cut the shape of a couple Lego bricks and then glued and screwed them into the corners. After that, I simply glued on the studs. These ended up looking a lot cooler than I expected, and they were a nice aesthetic touch that kind of made them fit into the whole Lego theme. After that, I just needed to paint them. While most of the big kits got a custom shelf, the X-Wings and Y-Wing each got a vertical plaque, as I wanted to hang them up that way. I just like the way they look when they're hung vertically. To make this work, I had to actually add a special Lego brick with holes in the middle of it to the back of each vehicle, then I hung them on a nail. Pretty easy. After they were all painted, it was time to get the wall ready. I ended up hanging 6 horizontal rails. I used my new stud finder, which is way nicer than any stud finder I've ever had before. This thing can show you exactly where the stud is, which is awesome, but it also warns you if there's a live electrical wire in the wall, which is useful for me, since the previous owners of this home were crazy amateur electricians who put 20 outlets in every wall. For some reason. Don't ask, I certainly didn't. Once the rails were firmly in place, it was time to hang the shelves and put up the Lego kits. And here they are. Not bad, right? And of course, thanks to the French cleat system my wife suggested, I can easily add new ones as I get them. As a matter of fact, I've got a Voltron and a couple cars. I know those aren't Star Wars, but I figure they should be up there too. Plus, I have a bunch of Imperial shuttles that I haven't put up either, so the wall's just gonna get bigger, crazier, and I love that. I think I was right about the white paint. I know that some of you are going to poke a voodoo doll in my likeness for painting over the wood, but I didn't make these for you. I really just wanted the Lego kits to stand out. I love these things, and now, thanks to these new shelves, I get to see them every day.
I'm so glad to finally have a proper home for all of our Legos.
Yep, and we still have a bunch more to add, and as we do that, we'll be posting photos and stories on our Instagram account at instagram.com/beltsandboxes.
Okay, it's time to meet a maker. This week we meet Mark from Mark the builder.
Yeah, there's a strong period in there.
Right, well, Mark is a custom furniture maker and content creator in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Here he is now.
What's up, Rob and Sarah? I'm Mark the Builder. Welcome to my shop. I am a father, a husband, a full-time computer engineer, as well as a woodworker. And what you'll see on my YouTube and Instagram page is videos of me showing you how I build, a few how-to videos, as well as tips and tricks to make your way through a garage. I would have to say my favorite tool is my Graco HVLP 9.5 Finish Pro. It helps with the quality of finish on all my projects. Oh, that's an easy one. My all-time favorite project is my son's bed that I made. I made him a fort bed, and it was multicolored. It was his Christmas gift, and I just enjoyed it because it was something for him, and to see the joy that he had when he received it was amazing. It's a guy on Instagram and YouTube named Charity Builds. I like his channel because he builds some great things, and all his profits and stuff goes to charity, so it's for a good cause also. Oh, right now I am working on a dining room table. It is made out of ash wood for the base, and the top is going to be walnut top, and it's going to have a bench with it, so that's what I'm currently working on now. Thanks for having me. See you later, because I don't say bye.
Thanks so much, Mark. If you're not already following him on YouTube and Instagram, you should.
Yup, and we'll link to his accounts below. If there's another maker that you think that we should meet, mention them in the comments below.
If you're a maker with a story to tell, please reach out. Okay, it's time for a few of our favorite maker videos of this week. First up, one of my longtime favorite makers, and probably yours too, Simone Giertz, is back again, forcing two things together into one awesome thing. This time around, she's forcing a lamp and a pair of scissors into an unholy mix of convenient lighting and dangerously sharp things. I love watching Simone work because she gets just as frustrated as I do when making stuff. But of course, her projects always turn out beautiful, and this awesome lamp is no different.
I don't have a YouTube nemesis. I can only assume it's because we're not popular enough. But if I did have one, it would be Glenn from DIY Creators.
Why?
I'll explain. You know that bodyweight gym we built?
Sure.
8 days after I posted that, Glenn posted a way better one.
Well, sure, he's way better than you.
You remember my first workbench from like a week ago?
Yeah, the one with the Milwaukee table saw? That was awesome.
Glenn's is better.
Yeah, it is.
Glenn has been making insanely cool stuff for years with no workbench, and suddenly he decided to build his first one, and it's awesome. You think you're awesome, Glenn? Well, so does everybody else.
Including us.
Yeah, including us.
Okay, maybe instead of a nemesis, he can keep being an inspiration to you.
Boring, but that bench really is kind of cool.
Well, while you repair your ego, the rest of us can check out an awesome new video from Jonathan Katz-Moses. Jonathan is a remarkably talented woodworker and maker. While making all of his amazing projects, he's always wearing his shop apron.
Which, full disclosure, he's the reason we wear them too.
Yup, and this week Jonathan revealed his own shop apron, and it's awesome. It's made with 20-ounce wax canvas and features his trademark leather holsters for a marking knife and precision 6-inch square. I have to have it.
Yeah, I ordered two.
What? Really?
Yeah, I ordered two.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's got a pre-sale going on right now that makes them like no more expensive than these crappy ones that we have.
Awesome. Okay, well, if you guys want one of your own, we will put a link to his store in the description. I'm so excited.
Right? It's gonna be awesome. All right, gang, that's all we've got. If you saw a maker video that should have been mentioned, do us a favor and link to it in the comments below.
If you link to it, we will watch it.
Yep, we will. Thanks to Heart for sponsoring this episode and reminding us that we can build anything we can imagine if we do it with heart.
So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
All right, break's over.
Let's make something.